Yes, welcome back to my channel. This is just Vigily. Maurice Sam remains one best producer I know in the Nollywood in the recent time. Like, why on earth will you even this movie is masterpiece. I don't even know what to say right now. If this is your first time coming across this channel, this is just Vigily. Talk about everything in Hollywood. Most time we do movie review, not all the time though, but we do reviews to those people we love so much. You understand? So Maurice is one of our favorite actor. Likewise Sonia, likewise every other person we decide to choose for their movie to review. On this very movie, it's called Love Obsession, right? Insane Obsession. That is the movie. Maurice, some of this movie has a friend and always, like a player. He's always always like from one woman to another to another to another, and he says is the master of the game. Of course, when you are a player, someone will always have a way of playing you, outplaying you, right? So that's exactly what this movie is. Jumping from one lady, breaking their heart and all that. So he was in a relationship and he's always telling his friend on this movie that I am the master planner, the master gamer. Yes, and that I get any lady I want at any time, at any day, at any given time. So Uche Montana, very good displayed. Thank you to Uche Montana. Is always a very supportive friend to Maurice. Usually in the way back, I used to think there is something happening between Uche Montana and Maurice, because then I usually see them together, but no, they are just good friends. So okay, so she on this very movie, very weird, insane, kind of paranoia kind of person on this movie, but unknown to Maurice. You can't know what somebody is until you start living with the person. Being a player, wanted to get Uche Montana, like always, like the kind of person that he is, spotted her talking to an agent. Uche Montana was looking for a house, so got devastated because they keep rejecting her on because she needs to be a married person before they can be given a house. Of course, this is like some things that some landlords do. Yes, I know of a couple of times that some landlord will reject you because you're not married, because they are afraid you'll be bringing people up and down, men up and down to their flat, and they don't want that. So they want you settled and be with your family. So they keep rejecting her until Maurice Sam spotted her being on this very situation. So he came in and offered to be her husband in front of the agent that, hey, I'm the husband to this girl, to this lady. Why do you keep rejecting her? He said, okay, it is the landlord that says I must get somebody who is married. If you're not married, then no way. And that is how they started out. They became fake couples, and that was how she got the house. And she was very kind of, I loved her energy from the beginning. Kind of sweet, cool, calm headed personality, until they kept on. Maurice Sam was like, this is a girl different from what I used to know from other girls, and so was like trying to, like, there's nothing wrong about Maurice Sam in this movie, because being a player, there will be a time you will get someone you finally like and then decides to go out, like decide to throw all those playing life away. Of course, that is exactly what Maurice did on this very movie. He was a player and saw Maurice Montana and decided to, like, I'm going to get it real this time around. I'm going to do away with all those players, all those games that I do with ladies, and focus on this young girl. And now, okay, offering her to be the girlfriend, she said, I can't be your girlfriend, but you have to promise me that I will be the only woman in your life and nobody else. My goodness, that is when the whole problem started. Maurice was like, of course. And you know what? Montana had always seen him with different ladies here and there and all that. He said, I don't share a man with no one. So if you must be my man, then you must do away with your ladies and focus only on me forever. And Maurice was like, okay, let's do this. And they continued on a good note. They were like happy moments, happy couples, playing around, cooking together, playing games and all that. But Maurice being a plague. See, this whole thing is in the blood now. Maurice, this thing there in blood. So he cannot just stop cheating, stop doing all those things. I think he does speak with his girls, his exes once in a while. And do you know one thing that I condemn Uche Montana in this movie is that she had camera planted on Maurice's a car. So all the conversation with Maurice's friend, she hears. Every lady Maurice speaks with, she hears or sees and watches the video, which is very bad. In relationship, you don't just take your man's phones or anything, your partner phone. You get anything where you see, you go collect. Break hearts, you go see, you go collect harm. So all those things was what actually I really didn't like that, and that was where the whole issue started out. How can you plant a camera on your man? Why? She became so paranoia, getting angry, unnecessarily angry, getting at any lady that speaks with her. There's a place that really got me cracked. Like any person that comments on Maurice's social media, she will ask Maurice to do what? Block the person. Imagine, like seriously, she was concentrating her entire life on Maurice, which is very bad. See, I don't want to say the movie completely so you wouldn't go watch it. So this is where I'm gonna stop. So if you want to get like the whole of it, it's an interesting movie. This is a masterpiece, different from what I have seen so far from Maurice. So keep it up, Maurice. This is an amazing piece. If you've not seen it, Insane Obsession, Montana, Maurice, they did an amazing job. They displayed their movie excellent. There are women like this in the society that gets really obsessed with their man. They don't want to share, and it's not just easy. Both things, like both, it happens to both men. There are men who wouldn't want to share their women with anybody they see you speaking with is a big problem. So likewise, but this very one is so extreme. She was really extremely doing everything, which is so, I think she's sick kind of, or insane. She has this mental problem that needs to be treated. Of course, it wasn't identified, but at the end of the day, so I think she almost harmed Maurice. I don't want to give every details of this movie. So the camera picture excellent, the movie, yes, the building, the air, but the only thing the movie is that they was always in the car. You could have gone to the restaurant to speak with your friend most time. Maurice was always in his car with his friend, always. Like, is there no other places to be with? You can be in the restaurant, you can be on the street, standing on the car, leaning on the car and be discussing. Everything shouldn't be in the car everything. And that is how she got Maurice. If it was like, guy, can we meet in the restaurant? I want to speak something to you. There is no way she would have gotten those information from Maurice. You understand? So basically, most times your movies shouldn't be just in one spot. You should just interchange it. Either you're standing in a garden, or you're sitting, or going to the or what they call it, to the restaurant. But there's a thing I loved in this very place. You know, in the movies or conventional movies that we watch, most time we only see them cutting pepper, tomatoes, onions, but this time around I spotted Montana holding spring onions, and that really got me excited that yes, everything must not be some tomatoes, onions and pepper in the kitchen. So while she was in the kitchen trying to prepare some meal for Maurice, I saw her holding spring onions, and I took note of that. Excellent one. You can be changing it, just it doesn't have to be tomatoes all the time, just like one TikToker said, and I bought that idea. So the movie is excellent. I really love it. It's quite, go see it. Insane Obsession, streaming on Maurice Sam TV. Watch, comment nicely, and then don't fail to share, and then subscribe to Maurice channel. All right, people, what aspect of this movie did you love so much? What aspect of it got you cracked? What was your constructive criticism. You know, constructive criticism helps producers. See, don't always see it as bad thing. When the movie constructively criticizes you, you see it as a stepping stone to better the next production. So those areas are ways to help you, especially when the blogger or whoever is saying review loves you, but if they don't love you, they'll tell you, yeah, the movie is excellent. So okay, so the aspect, the camera was everything, the music okay, the welfare, I think the kitchen, I love that, and everything. So you go say it's Insane Obsession, and then give us your own kind of review on the comment section. Like, come again, I'm Gist with Julie.